Hello, sinners. It is I, Father Evil, and I invite you to Destination Station on YouTube.
There you go. Go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station, right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. We got all things that is good. It has been a minute since we've had an official Scream Talk. We have been doing some live streams this weekend, but not Scream related. And, you know, I know we're going to be getting a lot more Scream news here very soon. I really think there's going to be a lot of rumblings about stuff. There's been a lot of rumors, nothing official. And, you know, as much as I love to talk about Scream and the theories that I put out on my channel and everything, I don't want to just, like, talk about false things, okay? Because I see a lot of people talking about things that are not concrete. They're not set in stone. It's all just a fugazi, you know, it's a wuzzy, it's a woozy, you know, whatever they say. So until there's actually like concrete evidence or like official stuff out there that we can actually grasp and we can theorize on, I don't want to waste your time, even though that I do have some other theories coming out very soon from prior movies and stuff like that. As far as Scream 7 is concerned, I just don't want to put out all that kind of stuff that's just a bunch of baloney, you know? So I'm just not that type of content creator, but I love spending time with y'all. And I do want to talk about what's next. And that's what this stream is about. It is about what is next. What is expected? What do we want to see? How is Scream 7 going to take place? Is it a reboot? Is it an official sequel? Is it picking up from the events of Scream 4? Is it... What is this? So I want to hear y'all all in the chat. What do you think is next? All we know is that Kevin Williamson is in that director's chair. Neve Campbell is set to return. And we're supposed to have possibly a younger cast. There has been rumblings about other things, but I don't think anything's official. So I want to hear from y'all, and I want to spend some time with y'all. I just want to bring back Scream Talk Friday night, 10 p.m. Central, because I feel like we are right there. We're about to get a lot of news. I just feel it in my gut that we are about to be bombarded with a bunch of Scream news. So there's going to be a lot of secrets. And we got to filter through all that shit. So yeah. Gonna get to the chat. Let me know that my audio is okay, the music is okay, and that y'all are okay. I want to make sure that y'all are okay. I'm so glad to be doing this. I love every single one of y'all. Some of y'all are very close to me, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. Some of y'all are more than just friends. You're family, and you've been checking on me. I appreciate that. And I feel like this is a long time coming. I feel like, let me get back to what I love. And let me get surrounded by the people that love me and I love them. So that's what this is about. Bringing the community together. And let's talk about our favorite franchise. So yeah, let's get to the chat. Not going to be too long. Might have some guests showing up. Not quite 100% sure. We will see. But we are going to make this thing work tonight. Paula's in the house. Hi, what's up, Paula? I can always count on Paula. How you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic night. We also got Val's in the house. Heck yeah, we got Jen's in the house. Hey everyone. Hey Jen, how you doing? I know that these streams, I might actually bring Scream Talk down to maybe 9 p.m. Central or maybe 8:30 p.m. Central, so it's more feasible for everybody that's in different time zones and stuff. So yeah, I am keeping that in mind. And my setup now is to where I can kind of like alter that a little bit. But typically it's usually 10 p.m. Central on Friday nights. But yeah. I am ready to Eddie Munson this thing. Paula, you love some damn Eddie Munson. I mean, he is a great character. He is. And the guy is such a great actor. He was great in Stranger Things Season 4. He was great in A Quiet Place Day 1. He's going places. I think he's just signed on to Fantastic Four. He's one of the Fantastic Four members. I can't remember which character he's going to play, but he is there. So I see the stars for him. So you're going to get a lot of him, Paula. Bearded Entertainment is in the house. What's up, Eric? And here we go. Just like the Joker. And here we go. Love you, buddy. Good to see you here, man. Taylor Gray is in the house. Hello. What's up, Taylor? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Sebastian, Amaya. Hello. Hello to you too, Sebastian. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. We got Patricia Taylor's in the house. Hello there. What's up, Patricia? Welcome to the party. Let me hear some, I already knew this was coming. Stew theories. Ooh, and do we have them? We have so many stew theories. I really want to know, Sebastian and everybody in the chat, what are your theories? Let's just hypothetically, if Stu is back, how do you want him to return in Scream 7? Do you even want him to return in Scream 7, or do you want him to return in maybe Scream 8 or somewhere down the line? Are you wanting him to be the mastermind, or are you wanting him to go further in the series? Like he makes a return, but he stays in the series, like he doesn't die as a mastermind or anything like that. I want to know, because I've heard so many different theories about Stu's return, and I have my own idea of how I want him to return and how I want it to play out. I've talked about it several times on this channel, several different videos. You can go to my playlist and go back to Stu theories and just watch those. We talk about it all the time right here on Screen Talk. But yes, Sebastian, you want to hear some Stu theories. I want to hear your Stu theory, and then we can get to discussing. And that's what tonight's about. Let's rev that engine up. Let's get it going, and let's just, the best thing that I could say is let's just keep what do you call it? Chugging along the stew train.
Chugga 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 toot toot. Chugga 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 toot toot.
I had to do it right then. Because we are revving back up. Okay, we are in the middle of July right now, pretty much, and you know that there's so much going on behind the scenes. So I want to hear from y'all exactly what your stew theories are, because I know that's going to be ramping up. Because here's the thing, is that Kevin Williamson's in the director's chair. He wanted Stu to be back. Guy Busick, who is the writer on this movie, is a Stu truther. He's a Stu fan. He wants Stu back as well. And I want to, like, even though that Guy is writing this, and I know that Kevin Williamson is going to respect his role and give him that credit, and he already has that credit pretty much. But don't think that Kevin Williamson's not giving some pointers or in that writing room with Guy and being like, hey, maybe we should do this. And, you know, I think that this movie with Melissa Barrera out and Jenna Ortega out, I think we're going to have the most fan service Scream there ever was. That's what I think. That's my theory. I think that's a safe bet. I think that's the smart choice to do, giving all the negatives that's surrounding everything about the Scream production. So I think the safe bet is, let's do a little bit of Marvel. Let's do that Disney magic, and let's just give the fans what they want. I think Scream is the perfect franchise to do something like that with, because it's so meta, okay? And there's so many different franchises and movies that are meta now. Wes Craven kind of started it. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know if he started it, but he brought it back in the 90s with Wes Craven's New Nightmare. All right? I'm just going to say that. He made it cool. And a lot of us that were fans of that and understood what he was trying to do, and then understood what he was trying to do with the first Scream, we were kind of ahead of the game. Scream was always, yes, it was a hit. But then Scream 2 and Scream 3, and it seems like people started kind of like not getting it as much. Like people loved it. It was a good movie. But people didn't understand what was going on. And I feel like now people are more acceptable and understanding of what is trying to be done here, because so many different studios are trying to mimic it. So yeah, I think Scream 7 is going to be okay. Here's one thing. I'm going to talk about this real quick. I'm going to get back to the chat. Also, if you're just popping in and popping out, we're streaming on several different platforms right now. Please smash that like button. It helps this video get noticed. It helps my channel out, everything. So, you know, the algorithm and everything is an uphill battle. So just that little bit of help goes a long ways. You have no idea. So before you head out, or if you come back and forth or whatever, just hit that like button. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. What I was going to say was that one thing that I don't, concerned isn't the right word. It's, well, maybe concerned is the right word. Kevin Williamson, the director's chair. He's a genius. He's a genius writer. I love his writing. I've loved most of the things that he's been a part of. Not very familiar with the Vampire Diaries, but that's okay. But his other stuff, and especially his films and stuff like that, I'm a fan. I like what he's doing here. The Faculty, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, The Following, Scream movies, obviously. He's just had his hand in so many things that have been bangers. But here's the thing, he's in the director's chair this time. And he does have some directing credit. But I'm hoping that he can direct chase sequences. And I'm not saying that he can't, okay? That's not me. I'm not saying that. I want him to do what Wes Craven did. And I know he's going to try to. Is a selling point for the movies. That's why they put his name on on the last couple of movies. So, him being in that director's chair. I want to go back to some of his movies that he has directed, like Teaching Mrs. Tingle, and I want to talk about that, even though that's kind of more comedy than it is horror. And it's kind of thriller, I guess. I know that movie had like a rewrite because of what was going on. It was supposed to be a lot darker and meaner, but they made it more lighthearted. You know, the movie with Katie Holmes and everything. And see his directing style so I can be prepared of what his directing is going to be in this. And that's just me coming from a point to where like I am a thriving, want to be filmmaker. Like, I want to be a director. Like, I do write, and when I'm watching movies, I tend to more watch what the director is trying to present, and because they're the ones behind it all, they're the ones puppeteering everything. So this movie, I think, for it to be a safe win, is to do fan service, is where I'm getting at. All right? I'm not trying to ramble. I'm just telling you where my mind is with it. And I'm not doubting Kevin Williamson either. I want it to be more than just a selling point. Oh, Kevin Williamson's in the director's chair. Okay, let him do his damn thing. You know what I'm saying? No interference from the studio. Let Guy and Kevin Williamson collaborate and give the fans what they want. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna have to do it. Scream 6 was a hit. I mean, it was a huge hit, and now you lost your 2 leads. So you got to do something fresh. You got to make this thing badass again. Without your main 2 leads from the last 2 movies. Patricia Taylor says, "How you going today, Destination Station?" Scott says hi, and he misses talking to you. He has a lot of theories and ideas for Scream. Will you give him a second chance, please? Oh, okay. Yeah. Possibly. We will talk. We will talk, Patricia. For sure. Dominic St. Clair's in the house. What's up, buddy? What's up, Dom? Dom's been on the last couple streams. We had a good watch party on In a Violent Nature, and then I don't think you joined us on The Strangers Chapter 1. I did see Longlegs. If you haven't seen my review, it is on my channel. I will be having a spoiler discussion about that movie on Sunday, giving everybody the chance to see it for yourself before we have like a live stream discussion about it. So that will happen on Sunday night. I think I set it for like 8 p.m. It's on my channel. Yes, go see Longlegs. You've seen Nicolas Cage, but you have not seen Nicolas Cage like this. All right, I'm not saying it's a perfect movie. I'm not saying it's the scariest movie there is, but it's unsettling, and it is a very good movie. I think that you would enjoy. I really do. I enjoyed it. My theater was packed for a Thursday night for a movie that I didn't know much about. I was surprised. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Patricia says, Scott thinks since Kevin Williamson is going to be director, he's worrying this will destroy any chance of Stu returning to the Scream franchise. Why is he worried by that? Because Kevin Williamson, his original idea for Scream 3 was to bring Stu back. So yeah, curious. Why? How, why, when, and where? Let's see here. Harvey's Adventures in Sports. Yo, I'm back. What's up, Harvey? Welcome to the party, buddy. Good to see you. Jim Warner says, personally, I don't want to hear anything official until filming concludes. Jen, I understand that. I'm kind of right there with you. I don't know about filming concludes, but until we start knowing some more details of them being on set and who's all involved and yada yada yada, like I get that, and that's why I don't want to talk about shit that isn't legit. That's the thing. So that's why I just made this stream for what's next. So we're just all theorizing. We're actually just hanging out, having a good Friday night, and with our favorite people, with the horror fan, and talking about what do we think is coming next. What do you think they're about to drop on us? Okay, Paula. Yeah, you're an hour ahead. So okay, so it's like 11:30 your time right now. Oh, Eric. Okay, so the Eddie Munson guy. Oh man, I forget his name. He's Human Torch. Okay. Awesome. That's really cool. Bearded says, and he's also the Emperor in the new. Oh, I did not know that, Bearded. Nice. Hey, one thing that I realized, the guy that's man, I can't even think of his name right now. I just realized it today. I got my ticket for Twisters, the sequel to Twisters for next week. I'll have my review out for that. Right out of theater review, and then I'll do a full review and discussion, all yada yada yada. The guy who's playing Superman, and he was also in Pearl. He's actually in that Twisters movie. I never saw him in the trailer, but I just realized today that he is in the Twisters movie that's coming out next week. So that's going to be interesting for sure. So yeah. Honestly, Gladiator 2, I'm excited to see. I want to see it. The trailer, I don't feel like did it justice with the whole modern day hip hop music with Kanye West and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, you don't need this. It's an epic, okay? And they're like, oh, like I get it, like, oh, we want to appease to younger audiences and yada yada yada. And then I heard that this is a common song that they use of Kanye West that they used in, what was that movie with Denzel Washington and the guy who plays Deadpool? Dang, I can't think tonight. Shit. House, what was it called? House Arrest? No, not House Arrest. It was called like I don't know. It was them two in it. It was them two guys in it, but they used the same exact song in other trailers that Denzel Washington was in, and they were like, okay, I don't know if that's like a thing or what, but I love Denzel Washington. One of the best actors working in our time. Love that he's in this movie. I'm looking forward to it. Whether the trailer sold it, I think it showed a little bit too much. Hope there's more to chew on there. But I'm ready for it. Bring those war epic movies back. I'm ready for it. I remember that like they started like coming out with like war epic movies that were like PG-13. I was like, what in the baby back bullshit is this? Like, you can't do that. We want to see some battles. Taylor says, can't wait for my girl Sydney to return. Me too, Taylor. Honestly, I can't wait either. I think it's going to be awesome. I think she's going to have a huge part. They obviously met her demands on her salary expectations, so I think she's going to go all out. They're going to be like, okay, I'm coming to play. Same there, Taylor. Paula says, I think it's up to the studios to decide, even though he was the only one with a motive to kill Dewey. That's what a lot of people's been saying since Scream 5, Paula. A lot of people have been speculating that it wasn't Amber that killed Dewey in Scream 5. That it was actually Stu, and that should be revealed. Now, and I agree. Especially with the size and everything, and I know that they've always said that like they didn't really look at size. I noticed that when they did Scream 4, that was one of my biggest complaints with Scream 4 was the size of the killers and everything that happened. I just couldn't take it seriously. I mean, yeah, Jill was a cool psychopath, but I feel like I know there's some people that love Charlie, but I feel like they needed somebody more serious. They needed an adult. Like somebody, they needed that balance. Like, okay, well, Jill's the young psychopath and has this crazy ass motive. They need somebody like a Roman or something like that. Like somebody that's believable. I just didn't take Charlie seriously. Same thing with Amber. I didn't take her seriously. I still can't grasp that Amber killed Dewey. So if they write that wrong, maybe. They might not write it. They might not write that wrong. And we got to accept that. Stu might still come back, but they still might not write that wrong. DJ plays favorite. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Hell yeah. Dun dun dun. Scooby Dooby Dum. What the hell? Time for a mystery to solve. I'm trying to get to all y'all's chats. I promise I try to give everybody their shine, but I do go down the list. Super chats do go to the front of the line, just FYI. So don't feel like I am leaving you out. Jen says, speaking of Stu, check this out. Gamerrant.com. Okay, I'll check that out. Hell yeah. Thanks, Jen. DJ says the mystery is to find the missing Shaggy, aka Stu, aka Matthew. I think there's a high chance that he will return, and I think there's a high chance that he'll return in Scream 7. Honestly, I really do. If he's not in Scream 7, I think it will be hinted that he will return. You know what I mean? Like there'll be like some sprinkles in there being like, okay, Stu, we kind of got it in Scream 5. So I think that if I would say he's going to be in this one, just giving who's in the director's chair, and I don't know if once there is another one, if Kevin Williamson will still be in that director's chair, but I would want to believe with Guy writing and him being in the director's chair, I would just say that like let's double down on this. Let's have some fun with it. So yeah, Vampire Diaries are awesome. I've heard that. I've never gotten into it, and then didn't they do like something like called The Originals or something like that? I never got into any of that, and I love Vampire. I like True Blood was like, I liked it. Some seasons were better than others, but I did dig it. I do like old school vampire horror. I don't know how much that is in Vampire Diaries, but with Kevin Williamson writing it, it is something that I might give a chance. You know, it takes a lot for me to invest into a TV series. That's just me. It takes a lot. I like miniseries. Like, give me like 8 to 10 episodes and be done, and give me a conclusion. Okay, but when there's like just several different seasons, and then if I'm even behind, you know, like Breaking Bad, let's just use that as an example. I've heard it's great, and I've watched the first episode, but I was late to the game. And if I'm late to the game, it's so overwhelming to me. I like my conclusion in like 2 hours. Or if it's a show, I like it to be done in a season. That's just kind of how I am. I know. I just kind of get overwhelmed with so much time I got to invest into getting through so many seasons. But yeah, I'm down to give it a shot. I really am. I don't even know where to watch Vampire Diaries. Is it on Netflix? Is it on Hulu? What's it on? Oh, dang, for real? Let me check this real quick. I gotta make sure that this is... Okay, it looks good on my end, honestly. Alright, so let me know. Let me know for sure. Oh, good for now. Okay, cool. Abigail is awesome. That's one of my favorite movies of the year. Longlegs, what I just saw, kind of runner-up, but Abigail is still a really fun watch that I love. Jen said I fell asleep watching it this morning. I'm going to re... Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, let me know what you think, Jen. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you get to feeling better for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, for sure. DJ says this could be like on Night's channel with ideas that lasted 3 hours. Probably. Night puts out some great content. That's a good friend of mine. I love that guy. Yeah, he's on his shit for sure. His name is Joseph Quinn. That's it. I don't know. Does anybody ever have like issues with like remembering people's names. I'm like that, even in real life. Like, I cannot remember your name or anybody's name for the life of me. I don't know why. I'm just bad with names. But thank you, Paula. He's going places. He's really good. Exactly. Patricia says Scott's dad is selling his pub, and he said he's going to take us overseas. We're coming to America. It's taking me, his stepmom, and Scott. We cannot wait, and Scott wants to see Stu's run. Oh, so y'all are coming to America? Awesome. Y'all are selling your pub. His dad's selling his pub. Dang. Okay. Yeah. Well, come on. Where are you going to in America? Just curious. Ryan Reynolds. See, right there, Paula, that's another example. I know who Ryan Reynolds is, but I could not remember his name for the life of me. I don't know why. And I am going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm so excited for that one. I will have a review of it. Patricia says, what do you think of the idea of black actor being Ghostface in the future? I think that's fine. I think that's a long time coming. I think that should have happened a long time ago. I think that's perfectly okay. I think it would have been. I thought it would have been really cool in Scream 2 if Joel would have came back as the killer, because he acted like, because the way what happened to Randy and he died. I mean, Joel was so cool and he was just like so likable. I think it would have shocked a lot of audiences if Joel was the killer, because he acted like he was just like, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. He just left. But did he really leave? You know what I mean? Like, I thought that would have been really, I always, since that movie came out, I always thought, I was like, as much as I like that character and I want to see him return, it would have been really cool to see him as a killer. I thought Mickey, I love him as a killer, but it was predictable. Debbie Salt, Mrs. Loomis or whatever, not very predictable. That was shocking. But Mickey's character, there's always like one character that's kind of like predictable. But I felt like they could have pulled it off with two if they would have made Joel the killer. You know? It would have been different. Make Joel the Mickey character. As much as I love Mickey, I know I know it's like a double-edged sword there, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's really cool to make like people that are like really likable characters, and they turn out to be the bad guy. It's like, oh man, I love to hate you. You know, like that, like it's just like it's like a tug of war inside. Bronson Wright Wolf says, I believe Stu is the most popular character from Scream. What are your thoughts on Matthew Lillard as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? I think he was perfect for that role, bro. Bronson, I think that he was perfect for that role. I just wish that role took him to new levels. We're talking about double-edged swords here. Perfect for the role. The franchise of Scooby-Doo, I feel like didn't do him justice, because if they would have went in a different tone, like they don't have to go like full-on dark or full-on kiddie or goofy or anything like that, but if they just went a little bit more serious, I don't know. It was like it was such a perfect role for him, but it was like almost like his height. And then there was only going down from there. And that's what I didn't like about it. I just feel like he's better than that. You know? Like, I don't feel like it did him justice as an actor. But yes, he was perfect for that. I think that Matthew Lillard has a huge comeback. Patricia says, I just heard the news of the fourth Conjuring movie is coming out very soon. I cannot wait to see it. Definitely taking Scott to see it to give him a very good scare. Yeah, Conjuring 4 is coming out. I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to be the final one. We'll see. Scott and I definitely do believe it was Stu in the hospital, or Stu killing Dewey in the hospital. There's no way it could have been her. Stu was the only one who had the motive. Yeah, I do too. I do too. I mean, I feel like they should write that wrong. Or if this is something that they're going to do, they could make it a direct sequel of Scream 4 and bring just Dewey back. Because honestly, think about it. Who wrote Dewey? Who wrote that character? Kevin Williamson. Don't you think he wants to play with that character? That's like his action figure, you know? That's how you have to look at it. It's like, he might be like, oh, I don't agree with that or whatever, but I'm gonna respect what they're doing. But in this situation, depending on the creative choice that they take here, there's a chance that he could bring that character back. I would love to see Dewey back as a flashback. And if they do make it canon, which they probably will because all these movies have been sequel to sequel to sequel. It's always been in line. I think they should write that wrong. I really do. It's really hard to accept that. Charlie reminded me more of Stu than Randy. Charlie reminded me of baby back bitch. I did not like Charlie. I'm sorry. I know some people liked him, but I thought he was the weakest Ghostface. And I'm not talking about what he did in the costume, because I know a lot of people was like, oh, he had to have done the Olivia death or whatever, just given the circumstances. I don't base it off that. I base it off the performance that he gave when he was revealed as the Ghostface. It just wasn't believable to me. It wasn't menacing. I did not believe it. It's like almost, that was another predictability. I was like, oh, he's got to be a killer. And then he was, and then his performance and his motive and everything just, he was trying too hard. Charlie was trying too hard. Jen says they have been hinting in the last 2 movies. Yes, they have. Scott told me to tell you there is a fan-made Scream film, Melbourne, Australia. It's called The Woodsboro. Okay, I'll check it out. Is it on YouTube? Let me know. The originals are the prequel. Which one's better, Jen? Vampire Diaries or the original? Should I watch the originals first since it's a prequel? Or does it matter? Which one's better? That's what I want. Which one's going to get me hooked quicker? DJ says, I would like to see the setting to be near a mountain range and have close relations to someone that is has him information on Sydney's whereabouts, such as Gil turns. Yeah, you're talking about like a mountain area with like woods and stuff like that. Like I like that. I like that, like isolation. Yeah, I'm digging that. Scott and I definitely do believe it was Stu that killed Dewey in the hospital. There is no way. Yeah. We talked about that. Taylor says just gonna watch a little bit of stream and then go to bed. Yeah, Taylor, absolutely. It is getting late. I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight. Since this is my first Scream Talk in the last couple months. But yeah, I'm glad to have you. And yeah, sleep is important. Paula, I usually am pretty remembering with names. Only sometimes I forget. That's good, Paula. That you're a lot better than me. I promise you that. I mean, like, seriously, like I was talking to a buddy earlier. He was telling me, and I was like, who the hell are you talking about? He's like, dude, from 4th of July. And I'm like, I don't remember their names at all. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's how bad I am with names. But that's just me. I've always been. DJ says it would fit that Gail turns on Sydney to keep her book sales on the bestseller and just remember Sydney punched Gail. Yeah, I thought that was going to be part of it in Scream 4. I thought that would have been cool. See some more tension between Gail and Sydney because Sydney was shining in that era and Gail was having writer's block and like trying to find that spark again, you know? And I don't know. Scream 4 is probably my least favorite, honestly. For a number of different reasons. a lot of our characters didn't feel like our characters. I think they tried to be too different with it, and I know that's. I don't know. I didn't like a lot of the changes that they did. And they made the characters kind of really dumb. You know, like I just didn't like that. Patricia says we are choosing between California, New York, or Washington State. Okay, nice. Texas. Everybody's moving to Texas, but yeah. Safe travels for sure. Welcome to the U.S. Chad could be a killer. Yeah, he definitely could be. That's the thing, is like, what are they going to do with them? How are they going to explain the Meeks twins, you know? Oh, thank you, Bronson. I appreciate that. Welcome to the fam, buddy. Great to have you, dude. I think that deserves a video. Let me,
I'll beatbox your ass.
Had to do it, man. Thank you for the thank you for subscribing, dude. Shit. I think I'm tired too. But one more video for you, buddy. I love that damn shark. Shark Week is next week. We're going to be having some horror shark movies. Space Sharks is coming out. What date? I need to find out what date that is, because I want to do a watch party of some damn Space Sharks. I just have to. Sounds dumb as hell, but I got to check it out. But yeah, we will have some shark films. Thank you, Bronson, for being a subscriber. Patricia says, what should I tell Scott from you about letting him back? We will talk. Send me a message. We will talk. We're going to have a long discussion, okay? Because I'm very, there's like no tolerance for certain things. I've let a lot of stuff go in the past, and it bit me in the ass. And I am pretty strict, so we have to be on the same page. So yeah, send me a message and we will discuss it. So let's see here. Craven's in the house. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Check your Instagram, bro. Okay, all right. Let me check my Instagram real quick. Give me a momento. What is my Instagram? I don't know. I don't know how to get into anything tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, dude. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk, buddy. Yeah, sounds good. Go subscribe to Craven. I'm pretty sure if you're subscribed to me, you're probably subscribed to my buddy Craven Something Scary. Hashtag the Godfather of Woodsboro. Okay. I gave him that name like 3 years ago, and it still sticks. Patricia says, "Hi, Steven. How are you?" Yeah. That's my daddy. I'm just playing. That's my good friend. Let's see here. Trying to catch up. Okay, I'm a little bit behind. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, okay. It's on YouTube. All right, I'll check it out. Jen says, I already posted a Game Rain article. Okay, cool. Vampire Diaries is better. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. I'll check it out. Is the originals, is that set in like New Orleans? I think it is, but I don't remember seeing any marketing about it. I just remember seeing the cover. So I don't know. Taylor says it's almost 12 a.m. for me. Okay. Yeah, it is getting late. Probably won't go too late tonight, since we're just getting our toes wet a little bit tonight, okay? We're just bringing it back So just kind of want to get everybody, back together, say hey, hang out. I'm doing more live streams throughout the week. I hope you have a chance to see Longlegs this weekend. If you're into horror, serial killers, true crime documentaries, or like true crime like films, like True Detective or Silence of the Lambs or Seven or something like that, this movie's going to scratch that itch. Go see that movie this weekend because we are going to have a live discussion on Sunday. I'm trying to make it to where Sundays is my Sunday spoiler discussion. Excuse me. Got kind of the hiccups tonight. So yeah, check it out. I want to give everyone a chance to see it before we have a live stream and do like a spoiler discussion. Let's see here. That was supposed to be pretty good. I know. Okay. Jen says you should have been in Night Stream Wednesday night, the Great Scream 4 debate. Ooh, I guess I missed that one. Wednesday night. What was I doing Wednesday night? I think I worked late. I don't even recall. Usually I see all his streams. I don't even recall seeing that one, but I would have loved to have been a part of that one. I might have to get in touch with Knight and let's do a Scream 4 debate over here on Destination Station, or I can be on his channel. It's been a while. Because I will debate Scream 4 to the ends of the earth. All right? Okay, Craven. Okay, Knight. Okay, everybody else. Don't hate me. I love y'all still. I respect what y'all love, but I will debate that movie. I think that's a good video. I think that would be a great stream. Let's get hot. Let's get heated with it. Let's debate that to the ground. All right. I got a little heated right there for a minute. Sorry. DJ, if in Utah or Denver, you're close to the mountains. Yeah. All right, cool. DJ says, ending Shark Week on a high week. She said, Space Sharks. There's a trailer on YouTube called Space Sharks, okay? And I was like, okay, this has got to be coming out for Shark Week. And, with Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, Sharknado, like, I don't think I've really done, like, a shark segment on my channel. And I think I'm going to do it next week. So let me know if y'all are fans of those like shark B movies, horror movies, or even like the good ones, Let me know what I should check out. Because I do like a good B movie. I've not seen all the shark B movies, and I know that there's a big audience for them because they keep making them. They would not keep making all these B shark movies if people weren't showing up to get them, So I'm really curious. We all need to make. Look, I think that's like a safe win. Make a B shark movie, and it's gonna make money. Yeah, Bronson, absolutely. I hope you like them. More to come in the future for sure. Paula said I tried to talk with him, but he wasn't listening. Sandman is taking over sleep. Screen Rant is interesting. Yeah. Craven. Just started following you on Instagram. Thanks, Bronson. Appreciate that. I am getting more active with my Instagram. I'm kind of late to the game when it comes to like my channel with Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Also over on TikTok, I do a lot of reviews and discussions and stuff. So yeah. Instagram, definitely. I'm trying to put more over there. Trisha says, what are the safest places and not the safest places to go to America, like Texas, New York, California, Washington? The safest place to go? Shit, I don't know. The not safest place to go, don't ever go to Memphis, Tennessee. It's like Gotham. That city needs Batman. I heard Chicago's like that too. I don't know. I think more people in the chat could help me on that. I haven't been to too many places across the U.S. Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth area is pretty good. I haven't even explored all of Texas. I'm going to Austin, Texas next month for a bachelor party. Looking forward to checking that place out. We like rented out like this huge mansion ranch on the side of a river, and we got like a shuttle bus that's going to take us to downtown Austin. It looks awesome. It looks like the perfect setting for a horror movie. So I'm going to get a lot of inspiration. I've been some of y'all that's I've talked to in the past. I've been writing this script called Shots. That's kind of like, think of The Hangover with a whodunit thriller element to it, you know. This place looks like the perfect setting for it. And when I go and visit it next month, if it is, I might be renting it out to film that movie, for real. Seriously, this place looks spectacular. I didn't rent it. I'm just throwing in money. The best man rented it, picked the place. It looks awesome. And I've never been to Austin, Texas. Looking forward to it, for sure. We're going to be there for like 5 days. Let's see here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's an Elvis thing. The only good thing out of Memphis. And Martin Luther King. Scott and I and our dog Red are moving to New South Wales, Australia to be close to Scott's mom, sister, and nephews. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. Keep in touch with the fam. Extron's in the house. What's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, it's been a while. Heck yeah, it has. Here's McDonald's. Yeah, there's a lot better food than McDonald's. McDonald's is a dime a dozen around here. But yeah. So, okay. So we've been going almost an hour. Gotten through pretty much all the chat. We haven't done a whole lot of Scream talk tonight, honestly. I mean, we talked a little bit about Scream 4. We talked about a little bit of who killed Dewey, what's next, you know. But you know, we're just getting warmed up. We're just dabbling our toes, just bringing this back to kind of like remind everybody, hey, Scream Talk is still a thing. Show up for it. We're going to be getting a lot of news soon. I'm sure Craven's going to put out a lot of stuff. Okay, that's how me and Craven met, was through Scream stuff. All right, it brings the community together. We all love each other. And you know what? I have missed y'all. I've been away for way too long. And this is very therapeutic. And I appreciate everybody that has shown up tonight and shown me some love. And we will continue this. We are going to continue Scream Talk, Horror Talk, Spoiler Talk. It's all coming back week to week to week. So yeah. Expect big things. Probably going to do a little bit of rebranding here, but we're going to have the same content. All right. So yeah, just bear with me, and we will get it. We'll get it all situated. Let me see here. Before I head out, I think I'm going to play a little bit of Happy Dance. A little bit of Happy Dance. I hope everybody's having a good Friday night. And it's great to see everybody, but this is how you make me feel. Oh yeah, George McFly getting down. Oh yeah, got those moves. He knows how to pick up girls. So crazy. It's so crazy. I gotta do more Friday the 13th stuff on here. Has anyone seen In a Violent Nature? It's like a love letter to Friday the 13th. Check that movie out. Just watched it this week. Also, The Strangers Chapter 1. But I would highly recommend In a Violent Nature. And Longlegs. Go see Longlegs. Come back for the spoiler discussion Sunday night. I think I got it set for 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, Extron says, I haven't watched any horror movies lately, to be honest. I kind of stopped caring for horror movies for a while now, up until recently. Then I'll watch The Shining. Oh, yeah, and rest in peace, Shelley Duvall. Oh, my goodness. I saw that news this morning. I've been seeing clips of her, people seeing her out and about, and she just did not seem like she was doing good. And I've been praying for her. I've been thinking about her, and I'm like, oh, what has happened? You know, you think about stuff like that, and you haven't seen certain actresses or actors in quite some time, and you're just like wondering what happened and what's going on in their lives. That just shows you that you don't know what's going on in anybody's life. We're all on different levels dealing with different devils. Okay? That's the point I'm trying to make with we have to be here for one another. It was so sad to hear Shelley Duvall passed away. The Shining is such a good movie. She is iconic. She has other projects that she's done. I think she was a resident of Texas as well. I can't remember where she lived. I heard it earlier today, but you know, I'm not very even though I live here in Dallas, I'm not very familiar with Texas. But I know she was a resident here in Texas, and it's just sad. It really is. It's really sad. It would be great, you know, like in times like this, it would be great to hear something from like Jack Nicholson, you know, because you don't hear much from Jack Nicholson. Like say something, just put something out, you know, to you know, your condolences or whatever, and we just don't really get that. As much as I love Jack Nicholson as an actor, I think he's great. Something tells me he's kind of an asshole. So, but yeah, Shelley Duvall, she seemed like she was a good soul, for sure. But, Extron, if you haven't seen horror movies lately, highly recommend In a Violent Nature. You can rent it now. It's still in theaters, or there's certain sites. If you get like free movies on sites, you can watch it there, HD version. And go see Longlegs this weekend. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. If you're into like serial killer mystery thrillers with a little bit of horror element in there, Longlegs is good. I see a lot of people saying it's like the scariest movie of the decade. I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely a really good movie. It's disturbing, it's unsettling, it's really good filmmaking, it's great performances, especially by Nick Cage. He's like in prosthetics, kind of looks like an old woman a little bit. It's kind of creepy, the way he's acting and stuff. That's kind of weird and unsettling. And but I wouldn't say it's like the scariest movie of the decade. Sometimes when they say that, I'm like, take it with a grain of salt. Like they did that with Hereditary, and I was like, I don't know about scariest, you know, it's all subjective, I guess. But check it out. There's some like really evilness in Longlegs. Go check it out for sure. I want to see it again. I walked out of that movie and I was like, I need to see that again. I just need to see it again. So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it is sad for sure. Patricia says, say we see Sydney having a nightmare. She's getting chased by Ghostface. He attacks her and stands over her. Let's kill her, and he's taking off the mask, and she wakes up and she says he's alive. Interesting. Paula says, I was on the watch party and I am sad to hear about her death. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. It is pretty, man, pray for her family too. Keep them in your thoughts. Longlegs sounds interesting. Yeah. And someday have the discussion. So if you haven't seen it by then, just come back and check it out. You know, it'll be on replay mode. Scott and I learned that making a killer Peter Pan movie. Yeah, they are. Well, it's called Neverland Nightmares, Patricia, and it's in the same vein, in the same universe as Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. They got like this whole thing that they're doing, this whole universe, and I don't really know the direction they're going with the Peter Pan horror movie. It's called Neverland Nightmares. I personally, if I was making me personally, okay, it's probably not what we're gonna do. But you think of that movie, The Lost Boys. The idea was the Lost Boys in the Peter Pan movie, they never grew old or died or anything like that. Just, you know, I think it would be cool to go in like a vampire setting with it. I don't know if that's what they're doing. Hopefully it's got a bigger budget than the Winnie the Pooh movies, since they made 2 of those, and whatever the royalties are on those films, they can put it towards Neverland Nightmares. I don't know. That's a discussion for another day, but yeah. I don't know if it's going to be as good as Scream or Halloween. I'm going in with low expectations, but looking for entertainment. Did that Mickey Mouse horror movie ever come out yet? I don't think it has. I haven't really kept up with it. But yeah. I plan on seeing it, but I need to look into that. I saw a little bit of stuff about it, and then like for a while, nothing. So yeah. I'll keep you updated if I hear something for sure. Paula, I don't see why Hollywood has to ruin people's childhoods. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Look, shit happens. Sometimes shit happens in the way you don't expect it. But yeah, sometimes I feel like whenever I was younger, I was wanting to be an actor. I did acting lessons at Red West Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. Red West was, I'm going somewhere with this, so just bear with me. We're going to wrap up soon. Red West was Elvis's bodyguard, but he was also an actor in several movies, like the original Roadhouse. He played Red. He was the boat captain, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. He was the one that like drove them to the island, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, like the Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brandy and everybody. He was the boat captain. He was also in a basketball movie called Glory. It was like a Disney movie where he was like a basketball coach. He's dead now. I mean, he passed away. Great guy. Been in a bunch of movies. He's been in a bunch of Elvis movies back in the past. He was he played a lot of he was Elvis's bodyguard. He was like his best friend as well. They met in high school. I heard all kinds of stories about it. Like, I sat down with them. We talked about Elvis. We talked about movies, all kinds of stuff. I mean, he was my acting coach. So, but he was a great guy. Okay. But my parents were very hesitant about pursuing my acting career for the very reason what you're saying right here, because Hollywood has ruined a lot of people's childhoods, and they were worried about that. There was times that I was supposed to go to certain things that my parents weren't comfortable with. There was one time that Jamie Foxx was in Memphis, and I was supposed to go hang out with him and go to this party, and my parents said no, and I was pretty upset, I remember. And I didn't understand it, you know, when you're a kid. But now that I'm a parent and how I am with my kids and stuff, like I understand. I understand, especially with all these documentaries that's coming out, stuff that's going on. It's kind of like parents have that intuition. They kind of, if there's a risk and there's a fear about it, they're not going to let their kids do it. If they love and care and cherish their kids, because a lot of times us parents, most of the time, we put our kids before us. And if there's a risk or if there's a fear of any type of shit going on behind the curtain, they're not going to let their kids be there. And I feel like my parents were kind of hiding me from that. But back then I felt like they were hindering me. But now that I'm older and I have kids of my own, I know that they just loved me and they cared. So yeah, Paula, yes. Hollywood has ruined a lot of people's childhood. Yeah, watch the what is it, that 90s documentary on HBO Max. There's another one for like Nickelodeon. I think there's another one coming out as well. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Look at what happened to the Corey Feldman and Corey Haim and stuff, man. Even as much as I love the Lost Boys, but what I found out, what happened behind the scenes of the Lost Boys, it's like hard to watch that movie and just know what was going on with Corey Haim behind the scenes, you know. There's a movie called The Tale of Two Coreys. It was a Lifetime movie. And Corey Feldman talked about this for years, and everybody ignored him, didn't want to talk to him. But he finally was able to make The Tale of Two Coreys. And what Corey Haim told Corey Feldman was like, tell my story. And Corey Feldman kept to that, and he made that movie, The Tale of Two Coreys. And that, you could probably look it up. I don't know how you could watch it, but I know it's a Lifetime movie. But I know that was his way of getting that out, and that was before everything that's coming out now. And now everybody else is like, especially with the Nickelodeon stuff and stuff, it's Dan Schrouder. What's his name? Dan Schrouder, whatever. And he was from Memphis, Tennessee, which is crazy. Yeah. It's a double-edged sword for sure. You got to be very, very careful. A lot of times, like, these parents, they would just drop their kids off, let them have it, and whatever. I can't be that parent, and my parents weren't that parent. And, you know, as much as I was upset with them back in the day, I appreciate them protecting me. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know where I was going. You got me deep with that one, Paula. Scott came up with an idea, Scream 7. He said, how cool will it be if they had Ghostface wearing a red robe? I don't know if I like that. I don't like the whole devil look, the devil mask of Ghostface. I don't like the red robe. Don't. I like the cracked mask. I think that's as far as you really go with it. Don't mess with the robe. I don't want to see it a different color. I would never watch Winnie the Pooh Blood. Okay, I understand. Schneider, that's his name. I watched Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey in the Sky. He likes it, but it's childhood. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it ruined my childhood or anything. I just kind of like took it for what it was. Alcohol required for that one, for sure. And I didn't see the first one. I saw the second one. I went to theaters to see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, and then I turned around and watched Ghostbusters, Frozen, whatever that last one was, and both of them were kind of a disappointment. I was like, man, I was expecting to have a really good night. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, this is Destination Station. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Talked a little bit of Scream, talked a little bit of horror. We will have more live streams. I have some up already. Please hit that notify buttons to be notified every time I upload a video. Hit that bell notification. And smash that like button before you head out if you haven't already. I love you guys. Thank you for everybody. Oh, Paula loved the new Ghostbusters. I need to give it another go. There's things about it I don't know. I expected more. But we can discuss that later. I do need to see it again. But I do love Ghostbusters. I have to say that. I love you all. Thank you all for showing up. I know this has been a short Scream Talk, a little bit over an hour. But hey, I love just touching base with y'all and hanging out with y'all for a little bit. And I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Be looking out for some more shark content and some more horror talk and Scream Talk. And I'll see you later, or I'll see you on another time. I'll be right back.
Since when do we lock this? I'll be right back.